For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son. Let's unpack 5 key words in that sentence. 1. Whom. The Greek word behind whom is on, Strong's G3739. It doesn't point to events, situations, or abstract forces, it points to real people, individual souls, whom God selects and names before time began. When Paul says whom he did foreknow, he's talking about persons, not impersonal circumstances. 2. Foreknow. Foreknow translates prognosko, G4267, literally to know beforehand. But it's more than prediction, it's intimate, personal knowledge in advance. Picture an artist studying the marble for years, already seeing the statue within. God in eternity past knew each of us deeply, our minds, our spirits, our destinies, long before we ever took a breath. 3. Predestined. Next comes prorizo, G4309, to determine beforehand, or to mark out limits. Figuratively, it means to bind in the light of God's eternal counsel. Imagine those marble boundaries glowing under a spotlight, fixed, shining, unchangeable. That's how God set the contours of our lives. Every trial, every blessing, every step of the journey bound within his sovereign design. 4. To conform. The phrase, to be conformed, uses suschematizo or samorphou, G4964 and G4833, to fashion one thing into the exact shape of another. Think of wet clay pressed against a mold. Over time, under pressure and heat, the clay takes on the mold's every ridge and groove. In our lives, trials and persecutions are the presses and fires that press us into Christ's form. 5. Image. Finally, icon G1504 means likeness or representation. It's not a distant resemblance, but a mirror-perfect echo of the prototype. When the verse says the image of his Son, it paints the goal believers who reflect Christ's character, compassion, courage, every facet of his person, shining back at the world around us. Each link in this chain, whom, foreknow, predestined, conform, image, reveals a sovereign yet deeply personal God at work. He names us, knows us, sets us, shapes us, and finally mirrors Christ in us. That's predestination, bound in the light of his will, molded through every trial to reflect Jesus perfectly.